Hi, everybody. It's Diana with stampingwithdye.com. I want to welcome you to this week's Dies Shorts, and we are going to have fun with our little pig once again, but we're going to make a really cute Halloween card. So hopefully you are into Halloween because this card turned out so cute. And I am, like I had said during the week, I probably would pre-tape my die shorts, and I did. I'm going to try to pop in when it's going if I have time and watch it live with you. Otherwise, I'll catch you later. But as always, I'm so glad you're here. If you are new to my channel, my name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. And thank you for joining me. And I would love it if you subscribed and give me the thumbs up. And also let me know where you heard about me, or if somebody referred you or whatever. I always like to thank people when they refer my channel. And I think we're about ready to get started with our card. All right, let's go. Okay, so here is the stamp set I'm using, is the Joyful Life. And just like this week, I had so much fun with the little pig. We're going to use the little pig again today. I'm also going to be using the Festive and Bright, and that actually has a coordinating die. So I've actually used both. I have used this image here, the cute little hat, and brooms with the little spiders and stuff. I'm also going to use the little spider and the spooky words. And then I'm also using, there's a cute little ghost. See the little ghost in there? I'm going to use that as well. But I think that's all I used out of the die. All right, so let's see, what else did I use? All right, so stitched rectangle, I have used that. I've also used the scalloped contours. I'm going to use Beautiful Trees. It had a perfect little square right here, which put the spooky, because even though this die, has one as well, it was too big for the card, so I didn't use that. And then one of the new dies I just got is Polar Bears. And I'm going to use this image here, and it's actually like snow or ice dripping, but I'm going to use it as it's more eerie, like it's ooze instead, like drippy ooze. All right, so I'm just setting this stuff to the side and hope it doesn't fall. All right, so let's see what we are using. We are using Basic White Thick for our card base. Give that a crease. And this card is kind of similar to the one that I did during the week in regards to how I cut on the diagonal. So it is very similar to this card. So it's really similar to this card here. But I'm going to do different things to it. I'm only using one ribbon. I did love how the look of the 3 ribbons were on that. So it's going to be very similar, except different. All right. So let's see. So we have our basic. Let me get my face off of here so you can see better. Hang on a minute. Da, da, da. Oh my gosh. There we go. I shouldn't mess with it. Okay. So here we have. Okay, so here's my images. I should not mess with the computer. All right. So now I'm all like, me when I'm doing my lives. Okay, even though it's taped, it's still live to me. All right. So these are my pieces I'm going to need. So this is the inside, this is the outside. So let's put our inside pieces and just get those glued. So this is just DSP that's going to match the front. So you know how I usually like to use the same DSP on the inside. Even if I don't use both of them, I will use at least one of them. So this is just actually extra from when I was cutting. So this one even has some stitches on it on the edge. So see that? This one even has few stitches on there. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the card. Make sure. Right. Stick this down here. And then, like usual, I will trim my tails. So I'm just using my Zoom and recording this. So that's how I'm able to mess around with the cameras, but they don't have it set up yet where I can have a little tiny me, you know, and a big hand. So that's why I have both going on. All right. So hopefully someday they will figure it out, because then you'd be able to read my lips. Not that you can read my lips during my live, because I turn my phone. So I should just not even be talking about it. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. So like I said during the week, I could have cut this and then just butted them up. But to me, it's just easier to cover the whole thing. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm almost out of my seal. And it's pretty sticky, so you don't need to use a whole lot. All right, so I'm just going to stick this on there. So it just basically kind of drops in place. And then we have our other piece of cardstock. And that's going to go there. I didn't trim this one like I did the other day, so it's a little bit wider on the edges than it is on this side. But as long as my edges are even and this is even, it doesn't bother me so much. Okay, so then we are going to take the grid sheet, because I am going to color on this ribbon. So this is that beautiful black and white gingham ribbon. And I'm going to take my dark Highland heather, and I want to put a little bit of purple. So let me see if I can, let's see, if I can scoot a little bit so you can see a little bit better. All right, so I'm going to just drag that down the center. And what it does is it may leave a little bit of white on the edge, but that's okay. But it does spread out a little bit. So if you just take and stay as close to the center as you can, it will kind of spread out. So I don't want it to do here. I like it to have a little bit of white on the edge so you can see that black on the side as well. I don't want it to be just totally a purple ribbon. All right, then we're going to cut it and tack it like I've done before. All right, so let me scoot back out. All right. So we're going to take our glue dots over there. All right, so we're going to take our glue dots. And right now, I don't know if the packs are going to come back to normal, but right now the packages of glue dots are the opposite than we have been using forever. Usually the glue dots are on here, but now they're on this thing. So it is just, you have to use them a little bit differently. And as I say, I'm an old dog, right? And new tricks, I don't like new tricks. I love my glue dots. Okay, so we're going to stick this on the back, and we are going to put a couple little pieces of tape just to reinforce it. So it doesn't go anywhere. All right, so that looks good. All right, now let's bring our little piggy over. So we've got our cute little pig. Now I already stamped her and cut her out with that rectangle die. So then we're just going to color her quickly. Look at me as I dump all my blends out. All right, so we're going to color her quick with Flirty Flamingo. And we're even going to, because I love the look of putting a little bit of dirt on her, we're even going to add a little dirt on her piggy. Because she just looks so cute with mud on her. All right, so this is just the light flirty. Then this is the dark petal. Just putting it here and there, but I still want to save room for my light petal. Just kind of going over that pink a little bit. And then we'll finish with the light. Let me see. Like, let me see if I scoop. I find that the color looks better on my phone, so I'm going to scoot that way. All right. Then we're just going to finish it with the light petal. And I'm just going around in circles. I'm going up a little bit into the flirty just to soften some of those lines. And then we're going to use crumb. I think that's what I picked. Well, no, when I grab my blend. I'm pretty sure that's what I picked. Hold on a minute. All right, so that was our light. There goes my bucket. Luckily, it was empty. Yes, I have crumb, crumb, crumb. And where's my other crumb? There we go. All right, so we're going to go dark crumb. Ooh, get the lid off. Dark crumb. And you got to put a little bit on the nose. You just have to. And I'm just kind of blop, 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 blop. Little dots. A little bit on his foot. All right. And then our light crumb. Soften the edges a little bit. Like so. All right, there's our cute little pig. Now that I have my bucket on the floor, let's see if I can knock it off the table again. All right, now this time I'm going to color the glasses with the gray granite. So I had been coloring, I think almost all the cards that I did during the week with the pig. I colored the glasses with the pool party. So they kind of just look like glass. But this little guy, he's looking real tough, right? Because he's going out for Halloween. So he's going to have some dark glasses on. So this is the dark gray granite. And then the light gray granite. So he's got some sunglasses on. All right. She's also, I keep going she or he. She's also drinking some pumpkin pie coffee. So I'm just putting a pumpkin pie band on there. And then I also need my crumbs after I put them away for the cup. Heavens to Betsy. Gotta color a cup in. And I'm just using the crumb. So that's the light crumb and the dark crumb. I keep looking at my clock. I'm so excited for our event. So last night was just a quick, this is just a little bit of dark, just the tips, just a little darker. Last night was just kind of like the introduction, you know, let us know what's going on for the next today and tomorrow. So it's very, very fun. I think years ago I had talked about like leadership and things like that. So that's basically what it is. It's a virtual leadership, and it's fun to see everybody. So if you have ever been thinking about being a demonstrator, I would love to have you join my team. There's this event is for leaders. You have to be a certain title, you know, because it's a lot of business stuff, you know. But then I believe it is November, there's an event, and it is for all demonstrators, no matter what your title is. So then it's comparable to when we would have convention. So even though we're not meeting, you know, in person, it is still fun because we will have breakout sessions with Zoom. and you'll see people on the computer to chat. So, you know, it does fill your heart with all your friendships. Okay, so we've got our cute little pig colored. Then where is that? Here it is. So then I'm going to get this right here. And what I want to do is I want this hat right here. I'm just going to cut. I don't want to wreck that hat because I might use it later. I'm just going to get that one cut because I hate to waste these hats, right? They're stamped, so I don't want to waste them. All right. And then I had cut out earlier. Where? I'll look for it in a minute. I will look for it in a minute. All right, so let's color our hat. So I'm using Smoky Slate for the hat. We have light Smoky Slate. And I'm also going to use the pumpkin again. So that was light and then dark. So it's basically a black hat, but you know how I say that the black is really, really black. So you have to be so careful with it. So I'm just using the slates for my hat. And my pumpkin. Why did I put them in the bin, Diana? I'm still using them. All right, so we're going to do orange. Sorry for all this rummaging. I'm like trying to get this done because it has to process and upload and do all sorts of stuff. I'm glad that somebody else figures it out for technology and I don't have to do all that. If I had to, I mean, I edit and all that kind of good stuff. But all right, so this is that Highland tether. So we're just going to put that band on there. Oh, this hat is so cute, isn't it? Oh my gosh. All right, so we have our cute little hat. And then I'm just going to cut it out. You can kind of figure out what I'm going to be doing to my little pig, right? So we've got our cute little hat. And I'm staying pretty close to the line, and I am going to go around the edge. Oh, guess who didn't put the computer on quiet? All right, now I did. All right, sorry about that. All right, then cut. But you know how I always go around the edge, so because I don't want that white edge showing because I am cutting on the line. So what I'll do is I'll lay my little hat down, and then I'm going to take my dark granite, and I'm just going to kind of trace it. And what that does is it will knock any of that white edge that I might have missed when I cut it out. It will like knock it down so you don't see it. All right, so that's there. And then let me find my broom. Here's the little broom I want to use. And it's actually this broom right here. Where is the broom? Hang on a minute. I swear I keep losing it. It's this broom right here. But I wanted like the whole thing, right? And there's a hat in the way. So what I did was I took my marker. So this is just my memento marker. So I just took my marker, and then what I did was I just went up and I'm just matching the broom. So I'm drawing right over top of the hat. So then I just kind of made some lines because I want, see, there's going to be lines when I cut that broom out. There's going to be lines, and I'll show you when I cut it out. But I wanted this broom. So now it has a finished handle. And then this just looks like it's the handle wrapped. It doesn't look like, oh, there was a hat there. All right, so then I'm just going to color it quickly. And I'm just using my cinnamon cider. So we've got our cinnamon cider. This is the light. Let's put a little bit down in here too. And then the dark. Let me scoot, scoot, scoot. Crazy phone. All right. This is just a cinnamon cider. And then I'm going to take a little papaya. Or no, I think it's papaya. Yes, dark papaya for the straw. So we just want to have, you know, our cute straw. Broom. All right. Da, 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 da. There we go. All right. Leave the phone alone. I think I said that right. Okay, so let's start putting our piggy together. So we're going to bring our pig over. We're going to put a little hat on her. And I'm just using the green tip glue. So I'm just going to put her little hat on. And she looks so fun with her little hat. And then our broom. So she's going to have a little broom. So she's also kind of like, you know, she's a little witch, right? So she needs her little broom. And that's why I colored her scarf purple as well. Because I like purple and black colors together. I think they're very kind of Halloween-y. Plus, those colors are in the DSP that I used. All right, so that's going to go there. Now, it does cover up her tail a little bit, but that's okay. All right, so her broom's just right there. So she's got a cute little broom. All right, then this is that scalloped contour. So she's going to go in here with some dimensionals. And I'm also going to put some dimensionals on the black one too, after we get her stuck on there. She's on here. She's so cute. So your little pig, I mean, when I saw that stamp with all those hats, I'm like, okay, those hats are going to come in handy. Okay, let me pull out my pieces that I need. So here is the spooky greeting, and I stamped it with the Craft Whisper White ink on basic black cardstock, and I just let it air dry. Then here is that cute little ghost. So here's that little ghost. And what I did was when I die cut it out, I die cut it over so it was more space here. I mean, like more space here and less space here, because I'm going to cover the exclamation point with my ghost. So I just wanted to say spooky, and I'm just covering up the ghost because I wanted this to have some of the ghost body in the black. So that's why I did that. And I was so glad that several of you said they enjoyed the video when I made those cards. I'm also going to go like that. So that broom is a little bit over top of the spooky. So it kind of gets in there. You enjoyed that video where I was making the cards and how I was explaining like why I do certain things. Sometimes I don't know why I do things. Sometimes it just, you'll look at a card later and you didn't even realize, oh, you did this or that. And, you know, you don't even realize why you did it. So, all right. So there's our cute little piggy on her scallop. All right. So let's do finish the inside of the card. So the inside of the card, I'm going to take that spider. So remember I said I was going to use the spider. And I'm just going to ink the spider up. Now it's very skinny. It's got this skinny, skinny line. So you have to be very careful when you stamp it that you don't rock it. But at the same time, you've got this solid spider at the bottom. And so you need to make sure that you have even pressure So I barely rock it. I want to make sure all his legs get on there. So that was perfect. So that's one reason why I like the photopolymer sometimes more than the red rubber. So they all have their purposes. All right, so now here is that cute drippy. So this is like icicles hanging, but I made it be purple. You know how I talked about the purple. So this is Highland Heather. And I'm making it look like it's kind of oozy, drippy. So I have more stuff planned with this. So you'll have to make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss when I go live. I love when I see my subscriber numbers go up. Isn't that bad? But I do. All right. And you definitely want to click the bell. So after you subscribe, then there's this little bell and you want to click it and you want to click to say all so that it will tell you when I'm going live. All right, so now you have this drippy, you know, stuff going on. The little spider is oozing out of that drip, and that's going to go on the inside of the card. So I haven't got anything else stamped in there like words because I'm not for sure. I might just want to put a little note in there. And we talked about that during the week too, that I don't always stamp greetings on the inside. I usually wait till I'm going to use the card. Or if I send the card as a thank you, then the person that is getting the card, because I always put like a post-it note in my thank you cards so that the person receiving it can use it later. And then they have room to write a note to their friend or wherever they're signing it to. All right, let me scoot a little bit. All right. So now I'm just putting glue dots on this. And the way these glue dots are, it's almost easier to go and rip that off of there. And then you just have this. So you just kind of have to count. How many glue dots am I going to need? How many licks in a Tootsie Pop till you get to the chocolate on the inside? Remember that commercial? All right. So here we have, this is going to go on here. And we have our cute little piggy wiggy. And I'm still going to add some ribbon. So we're going to just put dimensionals on the back of our pig. He'll be sticking out too. Okay. Cute. Let me put him up just a little bit. Look at that little ghost. Oh, I love that little ghost. All right. And then this is the ribbon that I added that purple to. So I'm just going to loop it through here. Where's my scissors? Sometimes it's easier to lift that ribbon that's already down because you do want to have it be really taut, right? Really tight on there. So sometimes it can be hard to get that other ribbon underneath there. And that's good. You don't want it to be floppy. That's why I love doing like the cheater bows or the cheater ties. All right, so then I'm just tying a bow. And it looks like you've wrapped it around, but you didn't. It just looks like that. Cute. All right, let me tie my ends or cut my ends. And there is, let me push all this stuff out of the way. Oh my gosh, it's worse today. All right, so there's our cute little card. Here's the one I was looking at. Isn't that cute? So they're very similar. Very, very similar. So I hope you liked those. Let's see. So there. So hopefully, let me get them so you can see them. Super fun. And I'll take pictures. Let's see, what time is it? Right? Because we've got all this stuff going on today. Let me move my camera down. All right. So hopefully you liked that, and I will get it uploaded, processed, and all that kind of stuff. Cross my fingers, I'll get the supply list under there. If I don't get all that done, don't fret, don't worry, I'll get it done when I have a break today. But I want to thank you all for joining me today, and give me a thumbs up if you like the card. I will see you Monday for my Mimeograph Monday. That's at 3 o'clock Arizona time, and that will be here on my YouTube channel. So have a great weekend, everyone, and I hope you have something fun planned. If not, hey, make a cute little Halloween card. Get your little pig set out. And if you don't have that stamp set, please think about getting it because it is so cute. If you are doing the fall social, I hope now you're even more excited about getting your own set. And I think that's all I have to jabber about today. So again, thanks for joining me and have a great weekend. All right, bye for now.